Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Stack back here with another video, and yeah, I'm doing a bit of an early team review. I haven't seen my ranking yet. Judging by the score 1972, I will not be at a good spot. What? I probably be in the top 30%, but there's going to be some teams out there who got a lot of good scores, like I'm going to tell you right now, guys, that was an interesting round one. There was a lot of things, and I'll try and get over as fast as possible, and my game plan moving forward for Supercoach 2023. So starting off with, you can easily tell by this. Fuck, this is just Supercoach. This shit happens. You can do all your planning all preseason, have all your faith, and all it takes is your player to jump up and done. Their legs gone. Same for Liam Jones, just in a marking contest. I mean, he was pretty much scoring shit anyway, but he was just at the wrong place, the wrong time. Especially when you're looking at, I probably could have Wilmot and Cohen, and having these two on field would automatically put me in the 2000 range, which is stupid. But so talk about the obvious cons. Just super coach for these two right here. It was just a super coach gods playing their fickle game. Some stupid picks out there worked and all that. Like if we can have a look, players, fucking. If you had a 3-0 defender like that game, that was shit to watch. Like I owned Sean Darcy, Rowan Marshall, and Steele, and the ball was never at stoppage. It was just kick the kick, kick the kick, kick the kick. No team has a forward line, so it was just getting intercepted. There was no score involvement. So it was just, if you're a 3-0 for a defender, that game was literally just kick the kick. So I'm gonna take Jack Steele, Rowan Marshall, and Sean Darcy with a grain of salt. There wasn't much in it that they could do. Now, I guess on other terms, Kaiser Pickett, he looked really good, so he's someone I'm actually looking at. Except he got suspended, so he'll be a later option. But he'll be a good time for a price rise, so you can hopefully get a price rise from someone and trade him. But yeah, cons, I've just missed. There's been some picks I've missed and I'm bitter about. And also, in terms of the mid-pricer game, my mid-pricer game was pretty shit, I guess. So we got one, two, three, four mid-prices. I guess one discounted primo, which Goulden done well. Most people picked him up, and he is going to be good this year. But yeah, I picked the mid-pricer game, and I picked shit. I've lost to picks like Warple and Setterfield, who are probably going to be a bit better perspectives. And players like Bruin might be a slow burn. I guess it's not the worst one. Like if you had Nat Fife, you're pretty much not GG. Sorry, I can't really say GG when I have a defender rolling his ankle in the first 10 minutes or destroying it. So it's not never GG. I finished around on 1972, and I thought on Friday I was done. So take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, the cons, just these mid prices. I might try and do Liam Jones to Callahan, or I might do Sam Flanders up to Warple. I think I'll give Flanders another go. Sydney pretty much owned that game. If you watched it, they were just dominant everywhere, and they've got Essendon next week, so I'm tempted to give Flanders another go, especially against Essendon, and same as Bruin. They've got Adelaide, so and you saw what GWS did to them. Callie, before he got concussed, Cornelio and Tom Green were having a field day. So this is Hopper's chance. If Hopper doesn't go 80 plus, he's getting traded out. Simple as that. 80 plus he needs. Same as Sam Flanders against Essendon. I wouldn't expect anything other than a 70. And yeah, that's my talk on the mid prices. I guess I've shit on my defensive or like expenses, but I've got to go to my midfield here. Clayton Oliver, it's not the best one. Like if we have a look through the filters, mids, there was some picks that really scored well. Now obviously you got to take into opposition, but out of all these ones that like I was actually looking at that I missed, I guess LDU and Stephen Cornelio. Uh, shouldn't have given Cornelio to slander. He's a gun, and he's got West Coast Eagles next week. He's got the West Coast Eagles with no Josh Kelly in there. Jesus Louise, he's gonna hurt the miss out on. But Tom Green, I'm happy I own him. Errol Goulden, yeah, we got him, but yeah, the only ones a bit about missing is LDU, Canelio, and Cripps. But I guess you can't own everyone, and we could all try and predict our best players, and there's going to be someone out there who has the majority of these top scorers. I bet you will see the winner in a couple of hours, and you'll have Luke Ryan and Brendan Cox right here. You'll have like a Nick Dacos somewhere, then they'll have a Jordan DeGoey, and you're like, oh my god, how did he do it? And then they'll fall off by round two. Like, I think that's what you got to understand. These picks, this is a long, long, long game. It's a marathon. You don't want to get your head. You don't want to get this round, especially for me, can be bumming. But you just got to, realize there's 24 rounds. Or is it 24 or 23? Yeah, 24 rounds of super coaches here. There is a. Sorry, what's happened again? God damn it. Okay. There's a lot of super coaches here. So I wouldn't stress too much about it. Who else to go over? Bontempelli, like I said, Bontempelli, Clayton Oliver, they kind of cancelled themselves out. It was a rough game. Steele, it was just a defender's game, that game. There was it was very little inside stoppage play. It was all on the outside, which hurt Steele, so give him a grain of salt. And he does versus Western Bulldogs, who do that run over handball. Maybe a bit of concern, but he has Essendon in round 3, so waiting for them, and then you'll see the Steele 150. Tom Green, I've already talked about, good. I guess what I can comfortably say is I give a huge kudos to the rookies right now, all these really cheap ones like Gimby, McKenna, Constable. He'll find the pill, don't you worry, but he is the shittest kick in the league. So if you're banking on him playing after round 3 or 4, you're already screwed. He won't play more than 4 rounds. He's just going to kill Gold Coast, so enjoy him while you can. McKenna, Gimby, credit where credit due. Mackenzie, Ashcroft was a little flat, but to be fair, all of Brisbane was flat, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And then Sheasel. Ooh, Sheasel. I, I, as you know on my team update, I did not have Sheasel on my team. But in between Friday night and Saturday, or Saturday 1 p.m., I kind of just hit the fuck it button. I had, who did I have here? I had someone, I think it was like a McLean Phillips I had on field, and I didn't know what to do, and I was just planning on getting a Warple or something here. And then I just started, fuck it, I don't want anyone, I don't want to be the same as everyone. I still want Flanders, so I'll flick Flanders up to here, and I'm just going to bring Sheasel in. I wanted Sheasel, I was in a shitty mood, and especially because I needed the cash. Like if I did Warple, I'd have $0. But I need this 53k to fix up 2 people now, so that was my incentive to do it. It was basically a yeet move, and it was also a money move. So it panned out for the best. I think missing Sheasel and having a Mackenzie on the bench would have been the final tilt for me. Oh, and another man that would have been tilting. Jeez Louise, I got lucky. I had that rant about Clary and I didn't get him. I think you all know where I'm heading to. Adelaide. So all the way down here. Rory Laird. Sheesh. This Supercoach comment, if you can afford the fit Laird in your side, here's a perma captain for you. If you've captained Laird, you're basically the same as me owning Tom Stewart. We are both in a pretty shit spot at the moment. So from Saturday, it was looking pretty bleak for me, and I was a little bit down about it. I was thinking, this is going to be a hard catch-up game. But yeah, that's Rory Laird's definitely giving me a way out, and that's the thing too in Supercoach. This shit can happen where it's just injuries and luck, and then something can happen later in the round, and it's like, bam, you're back in it. And I'm sure when the ranking updates, this is why this video is very raw, especially because I can't trade. It's gonna be, I don't know what my ranking's gonna be, but it's definitely not gonna be in the top 10%. There will be people who had a clean run, no Laird, no Josh Kelly, who I did get out of at the last second, which is lucky. And then, none of these guys. So, I guess the thing to think about is, boys, some of us will be having a rough start. It's just the way to get through it. And now, a little bit of a review and a bit of the things that went right and a bit of the things that went good. I think it's time. Oh yeah, this forward primo is pretty decent. Done what they needed to. Now it's time to start thinking of the plan forward. So first and foremost, I think Stewart's already confirmed 3 to 4 weeks out. We don't know much about Liam Jones, but if I'll be doing a trade update before the Geelong Carlton game on Thursday, and I think I've got Liam Jones out of my team for where is it? Where is he? Liam Stocker. I was playing around with him and I was thinking Liam Stocker and Steele, or Callahan, and I do want Callahan as well, and I do want Stocker now. He actually played fairly decently. It's just a nice little chip to chip game, and he is in my idea. I also like the idea of Callahan, especially now that Josh Cowley's going to be out for a round and Lockie Whitfield. Like, a lot of their running carries are now down, so I think Callahan's going to go. Who's he got? Oh my God, he's got Eagles. Yeah, he could go huge. So I've got a choice between Callahan and Stocker. So that's what I mainly do. Looking at Liam Jones and Tom Stewart. Like I said, gonna probably go to Sicily. I'm not sold on Dawson anymore. He can be someone later in the season. He seems to be someone that really warms up to it. But someone told me he was just playing a lot of outside game. Just, didn't get. You just kind of sat out, did a couple kicks, did a couple nice things, but pretty abysmal. So I'm not really too keen on him. Sicily had a pretty good game, so Sicily I rate. And also, I wonder what I haven't actually checked Ridley's score. He's another guy I was looking at and contemplating. Let's see, Ridley, 107. Whew. And a goal. So I got Ridley and Sicily to choose from. We'll figure that out later. But so Sicily and Jones will be gone. Now, the next move I'm thinking about is using a trade boost and fixing up 1, 2, or 3. Now, this move is very, audacious. It's very risky, and it's something I probably won't want to do. I just want to fix the 2 I know are down, and then leave my boost for when I'm starting to upgrade and all that. But if I see some news about these 2 especially, I might trade them out, or Bruin. Bruin might get dropped, but considering all the Geelong Cats injuries right now, he should stay in. But yeah, the way forward simply is I think we have to correct this year. There is some bad mid prices and there are bad rookies, and there is some really good rookies and there is some really good mid prices. This year, your primos, I think you can sit on. They'll warm up, especially Laird. I wouldn't trade him out. That's just too much because if he will still probably average 120 for the season. It's a bitter one, but there'll be a fully rage trade. Like, you shouldn't be trading out anyone who just had a game unless it's an absolute concern. Especially if you can get another week for him. He won't drop price for another week, so you can get some more info on why he was slow. Who knows, he might score 150 against Richmond next week and you'll be loving it. So yeah, hold out on him. And yeah, just keep the only ones you should be trading are your rookies and your mid prices, unless injury. If you don't have an injury, you should be using your 2 trades to fix up these mid prices you've got wrong. I guarantee no one's got 100% of them right. No one will have them right. The big ones that we'll want to look at, Warple was a bit shocking, iffy, but he's got that role. It was all his midfield. It was Warple. I want to try and get him in once I figure out between Flanders and Hopper who goes. Same as Setterfield. I was laughing to the moon. I was thinking, this pick, it's a nothing pick. I've dodged one. I think I might have actually got, this mid price right. And then he just goes, whoop, starts scoring like crazy. He had a bit of an outside and inside role, but there was enough there to assume he will get some CBAs this week, or the next couple weeks. So if you like Setterfield, or if you have Setterfield, I think you've found a really nice pick, and now I want to find a way to get him in. And if you're non-owner of McKenna, Gimby, or Sheasel, I think you should be an owner of the majority of these. They're in the majority of teams. I'd recommend getting them in now. They're only going to get probably better as the season goes out, or for the Supercoach season, because rookies will usually get worn out, but by the time we trade them out, they're probably at their peak. And then, yeah, that's all I can say. That's my review. And on Thursday, I'll have a video about what my actual trades will be, because I'm going to have to play around with it. But my main ones is going to be fixing this mid-pricer, and fixing my injured primo, which is just pure pure unlucky. I wouldn't be doing touching any primos. I guess on this case, Rory Laird you wouldn't touch him, but Josh Kelly, if having him on the bench for 1 week is gonna damage it, is it 1 week? He's got injured on Sunday and he doesn't play it yet. He only missed 1 week. If that's going to be a really big concern for you, I can see trading him because it will maybe lose you points on field, but I wouldn't. If you're confident you can have a rookie or you have like a McKenzie here, then no one trade out Cali. But yeah, I hope you boys had a better round one. Some of you guys got a good nice start. If you picked up Jason Horn-Francis or Jordan DeGoey, I'll give you a pat on the back. Or if you stuck with Nick Dacos over Tom Stewart, I'll give you credit where credit due. I chose to play the durability game, and although it was just a bit of luck, it's also a bit of I felt this risk was there, and he just did it. So that's kind of on me, and then yeah, I hope you guys had a good round, and I look forward to the next round. Guess anyone that has had a shit round, as I said earlier in the thing, just to keep your heads up high, bros. We're gonna get through this. There is 24 rounds this season, and the main game is just to get your picks right. That's not what I can stress enough. I remember last year I played a bit too conservative. I had some players that weren't playing well in the first 2 rounds, and I said, "Nah, I'm gonna give it out." No, don't do that. You get stuck with picks like Jared Berry or who was the other one last year? Tristan Zeri. When you see the warning signs, you get out. I've got warning signs over 1 and 2. Give them another week if you want. I might give them another week purely because my hand's been dealt. But if I see another warning sign, they're gone. So yeah, play to your hand, boys. I wish you the best of luck, and yeah, I hope to see you soon as we do our trades for the round 2.